Hi, this is Deborah Myers in Hawaii, and today we're going to talk about entering credit card charges. So, banking, enter credit card charges. If we have a new credit card that we would like to use that we haven't set up in QuickBooks yet, we can enter it right here in the Enter Credit Card window. Would I like to set it up? Yes, I would. And what type of account? It's a credit card. This is my drop-down box. This is a credit card. It's not a bank. It's not a bill. It's my credit card. Okay, save and close. You can put in any information that you want here. Save and close. Okay, so we purchased from our vendor Bruce Bruce's office machines, and Bruce came in and for $250 he looked at our computer and he said, "You know what? It's just too late for this computer. $6,000 and you get you this great deal on this new computer." So this particular company's the chart of accounts that they have, I'm going to put in furniture and equipment. In here I would memo computers. If this were my company, I might make a separate expense account for computers. Okay, and now I've split the charges. This is one charge. The amount that's going to hit my card is exactly the same as the amount that I've listed here. If you want to save yourself thousands of dollars on year end, when you give this to your bookkeeper or your CPA and they need to reconcile this account, it's best to have the charges per per charge, exactly as they match up, just like you would write a check, just like your credit card statement says, but one for each. So save and new. Okay, so we're going to buy something else now. We're going to buy some lighting. Open purchase orders exist for this vendor. Yeah, we could receive against the order. Okay, so we're going to receive against PO 6232. It just came in. We got exactly what we wanted. We got our fluorescent lighting. It's listed here as an item. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So we got our item here, and this is exactly what our charge was because we created a PO, save and new. Now let's look at our item. That was a fluorescent. If I can find it in here. Fluorescent ceiling light. I want to show you this item. This item is a double-sided item. That means when you buy it, it hits your cost of goods account as well as your income account. If this box is not checked and you enter this on your credit card, it's going to look like you're refunding a customer and it's going to be negative income. So if you're going to use an item on your credit card charge, or when you're writing a check and you're buying items that you're going to resell, you have to make sure that you're hitting a cost of goods account over here. If you're only hitting an income account, then every time you list this, it's going to look like a refund. Okay. So, back to our credit card charge. So now we're going to buy some insulation from Keswick. And I'm just going to call it construction materials. Again, I'm not sure what they have in this. But again, job materials. But again, I am hitting a cost of goods sold and not an income. Okay? See how these are income accounts? Don't use those. You want to make sure you're in the cost of goods sold. So when it gets confusing, when we buy an insulation, job materials, okay. So where it gets confusing is when you're buying items. And you need again to be sure that the items that you're choosing are double-sided. Otherwise, it looks like you're giving a refund. Okay, save and close. Okay, so now, what if I want to see my credit card charges? Well, banking, use register. There, look at all my choices. Look at all the different registers that QuickBooks gives you to choose from. So we're going to go with Bank 2 because that was the card I was just using. And here's the charges that we made. Now let's look at their sample credit card company because that's going to have a lot more. QuickBooks credit card should have more charges on it than mine. Okay, so now they've reconciled it. You know that because your check is here. So they enter their charges, they go against their statement, they make sure that it balances, and they reconcile. That's another thing that QuickBooks actually makes pretty easy to do, and we'll cover that in another lesson. But here's their charges. So let's take a look. Okay, so now you see how they've got it all listed. If they had different customers on the same invoice, they could list their different customers here. Exactly what happened. These are all items of subcontractors. Okay, so they've hired subcontractors to do this work on the remodel. Now let's look at this subs electrical as an item. It's double-sided, so it's okay. If they go to do, say, blueprint, let's go save a new, and just pick any old name. Okay. And we're going to put in blueprint. And it's $5,000. That's a lot. Okay. Now let's look at our blueprint item. Okay, just an income account. So if I list this, it looks like I'm giving a refund. This will make negative sales unless I go double-sided and I know that the architect so-and-so does all my blueprints. I can put in a preferred vendor or not. What has to happen is I need to put in an expense account. And in this case, it would be a cost of goods sold subcontractor because I don't do the blueprints myself. Okay? So if you're entering your charges and you choose the item tab, make sure that your item is double-sided. Otherwise, you are reducing sales. Okay, so let's enter another one. We got gas. So I don't know who their gas is from. So we got gas. I guess I shouldn't use the result. It doesn't matter. Okay, no, they're not. Well, I was out of town and it's a different gas station. And it's $60. And it's not an item. Pay attention to my tabs. So this is gas for the car, fuel for the car. See what they have. Okay, save and new. Then when I get my statement, I can easily reconcile my account against my statement. My payments would show over here, and it's all listed. In addition to that, if I want to look at what a job is costing me, okay, I want to run a report.